Most respected dignitaries on the dais, esteemed deans, HODs, senior professors, administrative officers, faculty colleagues, seminar participants, scholars, media, and my dear student friends. A very good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of my department, I extend a very warm welcome to you all for this very illustrious seminar on maximizing manufacturing competency of MSMEs through Make in India program. I think that it is a very timely seminar the department has organized to highlight the need and the importance of Make in India program initiative and its strategies. Hence, I take this opportunity to welcome you all for this seminar. At the outset, I deem it as a great honor to welcome the Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry University, Dr. Anisha Bashir Khan. And I have to say on this occasion that she has been always encouraging the positive efforts taken by the fraternity in the campus and also supporting the events by her presence as well as by her guidelines. I have to register this fact in front of the elite audience today. Within a short span of 4 months' time, she has attended and solved many key issues and made this environment as more congenial to work. Thank you, madam. And I welcome you, madam, for this wonderful seminar. Next, I extend a very warm welcome to Dr. R.P. Raya. I have mentioned in many occasions, even in the same dais, he is a mentor and a guiding light to Department of International Business. Because of his able guidance, I have to tell you that the department has got 2 prestigious awards as a best department in the year 2015. The first award we received during the month of August, that is Lokmat National Award for Best Department. And the second award we received from Hindustan Unilever in association with Devang Mehta Educational Trust, Mumbai, have awarded a best department with industry-based curriculum in international business on this set. Sir, you made it possible for us. Really, on this occasion, I thank you, sir, and also I extend my very warm welcome. Next, I would like to welcome Dr. M.K. Shanmugasundaram, IAS, is a senior IAS officer. He has been looking this industry and MSME related issues for a long time, and he has immediately accepted our invitation, and all the way he takes pain to come over here, and on time he made his presence possible on this occasion. On behalf of my colleagues and department, I welcome you, sir. Next, it's my proud privilege to welcome Mr. Alexander Mackenzie. He has come all the way from Germany. He has come for some other occasion, some other assignment, and immediately myself and Shanmuganandam, Focus Director, went and met him, and he immediately agreed to come over here, and there is relevance for his presence here. Many countries have been using MSMEs as one of the important factors to their GDP and economic growth. In that line, Germany is one of the successful countries have been using MSME sector and its productivity for a long time towards GDP growth and economic growth. And also, Germany is known for its technology as well as the renewable energy sector has been really tremendously grown in this country. On these two reasons, we tried a German CEO to be a part in this seminar, and we had an opportunity to meet him, and immediately we expressed our feelings and he accepted to come here. Sir, I welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome with lots of love and respect Mr. Shanmuganandam, Director, Focus India Solar Limited. And he has been associating with us for the past 4 years. And already some of our university people might be knowing about this fact. Focus India Solar Limited and the Department of International Business jointly organizing a community development program on solar equipment production and entrepreneurial skill development. And we have identified technical school and college dropouts in and around Pondicherry. We invited them. We have been conducting a training program during weekends in our department. And next, rest of the period, after 2 months, we will send the trainees to Focus India factory, and they are giving technical training over there. All theory classes have been held and conducted here itself in our campus. And the second important point I would like to state about Dr. Shanmuganandam. He has been very much interested to collaborate with higher learning institutions, and he is always ready to provide any type of assistance to the institution. And now, today, we have established one solar-powered study desk in front of the auditorium. After the inauguration is over, all the dignitaries are taken to that place, and they are going to inaugurate that desk. This is really a brainchild of Mr. Shanmuganandam, and we discussed about it. It's a model unit we established here in front of the School of Management. And we informed our Vice Chancellor before we install this, and Madam asked us to install 5-6 such units all over the campus. Definitely, Madam, we will do along with and we will establish it. And I welcome Shanmuganandam for this seminar. Next, I would like to welcome my colleagues, Dr. Bhushan, Dr. Arul, for being with me to conduct this seminar in a very successful manner. I am also take this opportunity to welcome the panelists. After this inauguration, we are going to have a panel discussion here. And I am extremely happy that all panel members arrived before time, and they have been sitting in front of the dignitaries. On Mr. Chandra, Principal and Correspondent, Arul Institute of Applied Technology, and Mr. Dr. K. Pandicherry, Secretary and CEO, Federation of South India Producers Association, Chennai, Mrs. Sujata Parthasarathi, Chairperson, AIMA, MSME Puducherry State Chapter, and Dr. D. Bhaskaran, Chief Manager, HR, GAIL India Limited, Kaveri Basin. On behalf of the department, I extend my welcome to you all, sir. And with my welcome address, I have to inform my students and other participants why this seminar now. And I have read that recently the world economy is slowly recovering from its extended slowdown. And many countries, especially developed and developing countries, are expected to stage a higher growth in the years to come. And India is also joining in the race. Like other countries, they have been planning various production strategies, marketing strategies, and other skill development strategies to improve and enhance their GDP and economic growth in the years to come. India is also forced into that race to join, to find some strategies to develop our industrial sector. That's why the Prime Minister of India, keeping all these things in mind, he announced this Make in India program. So the task is here during this seminar, how far this Make in India initiative and its strategies helps MSMEs and MSME stakeholders to maximize their manufacturing competency. This is the core idea behind convening this seminar. I hope that this 2 days deliberation definitely will provide a platform to discuss on this line. With this small note, once again, I welcome you all for this very illustrious seminar on maximizing manufacturing competency of MSMEs through Make in India program. Thank you, one and all.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, esteemed Development Commissioner from Madras Export Processing Zone, other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, research scholars, my dear students, friends, faculty members from the Department of International Business and other departments, good morning to all. It gives me immense pleasure to share about the scope for the seminar. As you are all aware, last year we had a successful seminar titled Empowering Small and Medium Scale Industries for Global Competitiveness. It has become a grand success. By carrying that success, our Dean suggested, Arul, why don't you conduct in the same MSME line so many seminar by which we can create one Center for Excellence, especially with regard to MSMEs, so that you can continue to do some more seminar in the line of MSMEs. By taking that idea, I have applied for funding to Indian Council of Social Science Research, New Delhi. The title with Maximizing Manufacturing Competency of MSMEs through Make in India program. It has been sanctioned by Indian Council of Social Science Research, and also they have funded for conducting this seminar. Our university too contributed their own contribution in organizing this great seminar. As you know, for the last few years, small and medium scale industries contributing a lot in terms of gross domestic product and employment generation, especially in terms of manufacturing sector's contribution towards GDP. So all the way it contributes for the nation's development. So I thought this is the right time to have a seminar, especially on MSMEs. At the same time, our Prime Minister of India has introduced the Make in India program, especially in the year 2014 and September. By taking into consideration of Make in India program, how far this Make in India program can be effective when it comes to MSMEs, because this is a scheme floated by the Government of India, especially to encourage manufacturing sector, that too very big large scale industries. So why can't this MSME can get a benefit out of this kind of a Make in India program like I thought? So during that time, certain kind of points are raised. What are all the best way in which the MSME can make use the Make in India program? What are all the constraints the MSME is going to face because of the Make in India program? What are all the area in which the MSME can make use its capability in the manufacturing sector in terms of total quality management, in terms of lean manufacturing, in terms of designing, and so many other areas. So which only made me to arrange this particular seminar. I'm thankful to all the dignitaries who are submitted their papers from different parts of the country. We have received around 85 research papers, out of which 40 research paper has been shortlisted for these 2 days deliberations. I hope this seminar is going to be a very big knowledge area. It's going to make a huge impact on the policymakers, the researchers, MSME entrepreneurs, and the aspiring students entrepreneur. For them, it's going to make a great impact. With that note, I conclude my scope with regard to the seminar. Especially one thing which I want to share here, especially for Dr. Shanmugha Sundaram IAS, the Development Commissioner of Madras Export Processing Zone. When I started contacting him through his personal secretary, he has immediately agreed. Sir, really we are thankful once again. Because of people like you, the industry and institutions' lives. Otherwise, we can't do our best to suitably to match to the industry. So we are thankful to you, and also we are thankful to focus the director, the persons from other industries, the delegates who came from Arul industries. We are thankful again, once again to you. Thank you very much.
I feel proud to stand before you to inaugurate this program, that is maximizing manufacturing competency of MSMEs through Make in India program. As has already been said, my previous speakers, this is a very good platform and very convenient time also, suitable time where you have selected this title. I congratulate the department led by Shri Sridharan, and of course the mentor, Dean School of Management, who has been guiding them throughout the planning for making this program as of today. I must also congratulate and should be thankful to all the dignitaries who have come from different parts of India, and of course the panel members, and especially the commissioner who has agreed readily when Shri Arul has spoken to him, and for making this a grand success. I should also say this small scale industries, the MSMEs, the Indian micro and small medium enterprises sector has emerged as a highly vibrant and dynamic sector of the Indian economy for the last 5 decades. MSMEs not only play a crucial role in providing large employment opportunities at comparatively lower capital cost than larger industries, but also help in industrialization of rural areas. MSMEs are complementary to large industries as ancillary units, and this sector contributes enormously to socio-economic development of our country. The sector now consists of 36 million units as of today and provides employment to over 80 million persons. The sector, through more than 6,000 products, contributes to around 8% GDP, besides the 45% to the total manufacturing output and 40% to the exports from our country. Despite their high enthusiasm and inherent capabilities to grow, MSMEs are also facing a number of problems like suboptimal scale of operation, increasing domestic and global competition, working capital shortages, inefficient or insufficient skilled manpower, change in manufacturing strategies, and turbulent and uncertain market scenario. To survive with such issues and compete with large and global enterprises, MSMEs need to adopt innovative approaches in their operations. Of late, the Government of India has taken several initiatives for growth of the manufacturing sector in our country, the most notable being Make It in India and for India. Like in the last seminar, somebody said we should make in India and for India also. Under Make in India, the country is being projected as one of the most attractive destinations in the world to be set up manufacturing. It is reported that the government has an ambitious plan to locally manufacture as many as 181 products, which currently India is importing. According to a report, the sector could potentially account for 25 to 30% of the country's GDP and can create as many as 90 million jobs. For this potential to materialize, among the key factors for success will be how the processes are being re-engineered and how technology is used to improve efficiency of even micro, small and medium companies, as they are the ones who will be supporting the large multinational companies in supplying ancillary parts and raw materials for these large manufacturing companies. To support this cause and to find out the various opportunities for maximizing the manufacturing competency of the MSMEs in line with the Make in India program, today's program, organized by the Department of International Business, has significance, and I congratulate once again the Department of International Business for organizing this program, for coming up with such a very good panel of members for discussion. And we also have, the titles are also very much attractive in the sense it is definitely going to incite good thought and debate. So with these few words, I declare open the inauguration of the seminar on maximizing manufacturing competency of MSMEs through Make in India program. Thank you.
The collective experience of all those on this dais encompasses that of all critical stakeholders of our manufacturing community and Make in India mission. The government, the industry, the foreign dimension to Make in India for the rest of the world, the training fraternity, the academic community which continuously searches for better solutions in a proactive manner, the researchers whose quest for research in terms of contemporary themes, students looking forward, all of us are here together. I am also, as are all of you, eager to listen to the valued reflections and perspectives of those who are, in effect, in positions of responsibility to operationalize this objective in real terms. In an era of increasing global competitiveness and volatile global demand for products and services, manufacturing and MSC's participation in the industrial production, ma'am has already given the numbers in this, is the single most important driver to creation of livelihoods and employment opportunities, both direct and indirect. Here I have a word subject to correction by Shri Shanmuga Sundaram, the senior IAS officer, whom I mistaken to be quite an youngster, and I realized that he is quite young in spirits. In the China, which is known for the consolidation of gains with a sense of commitment, because they have one advantage of running across the nation of party ideology, and people are ideologically committed, and hence they subscribe totally, to the extent I know, the state philosophy, including that of industrial processes. There, this kind of export processing zones or specialized zones, Shanghai for example, they create the zones in such a manner where many of the benefits which are essential to run the industrial enterprises are available at the same place. For example, unorganized workers. In the Indian context, unorganized workers have pathetic situation. When 4 or 5% of the organized labor could have about 28 welfare security payment insured legislative pieces, they have about 3 or 4 thanks to the recent past. I'm not very sure whether we can adopt the kind of situation in Shanghai with reference to the workers who are the key players in ensuring Make in India scheme a grand success, but maybe there could be some meeting ground whereby the success-oriented aspects of Chinese experiment may be harmoniously and organically planted and nurtured in the Indian educational, in Indian entrepreneurial-oriented, industrial estate-oriented, software zone-oriented situations and context. And if in that context any kind of a comparative study related things are there, we have a good number of scholars who may take it as a project, or who may take it as research, or who may take it as just an assignment too. Without any further delay, I would like to take leave with a deep sense of gratitude to all of you. My friend Sridharan says panel members are already there. I guess this is in the recent past, for the first time, I'm seeing all the panelists are there for the inaugural session, and we feel honored. All of you for making time to be with us today. It means a lot to us. Thank you, ma'am and gentlemen. Wish you all a very satisfying and stimulating couple of days of deliberations, discussions, and fellowship. Let's all stay in touch. Thank you all.
So Make in India is a watchword now. It is one of the most ambitious campaigns which the country has ever taken up. The Prime Minister has given all his energy into it. You all know. The slogan of Make in India is known to people in the length and breadth of the country. Even if you go to any rural area, any remote village, if you ask anybody, they will definitely know Make in India. So that much impact has been created. The ambience has been created. The activities have been started. Now only the journey has to be successful, and we all hope it would be successful and bring India on par with developed countries in the coming future. Maybe by 2020 or 2022, it's possible. There is a possibility, there is hope. So I know that I am coming to a university. Of course, we all studied in universities, colleges and universities affiliated to universities. So when you are coming to a university, you have to burn the midnight oil. I also did that. Yesterday night, I prepared a PowerPoint presentation. So I think inaugural address doesn't require a PowerPoint presentation. Extempore speech is better. Nevertheless, I thought here the students of international business, what a stylish name, international business. So I thought I got much afraid. I was much afraid. If I don't say anything specific, then my speech will be relegated to a rhetoric. Hence, I prepared a small presentation. I will assure you that it will not take more than 6 minutes. So that much hope you can have. So this is Make in India, the line. You can next slide. Yeah, these are the key dates you must be aware, being students from this department. 25th September 2014, it was launched by our Prime Minister, and it was followed up with a national workshop on 29th September in 2014. And there are continuously Make in India weeks have been followed up in many parts of the country. The upcoming one is in Mumbai. It is 13th to 18th February 2016. Any one of you can attend also. So let us go to the targets. The prime objective is to get India to be a global manufacturing hub. So we have to create 100 million, 10 crore additional jobs by 2022 in the manufacturing sector alone. And the M sector is manufacturing sector. The growth of M sector is projected to be hovering between 12 and 14 during that period. And the share of manufacturing in GDP should be grown from 16% now to 25% by the end of 2022. Yes, it's a program for the economic prudence. There are administrative reforms have been started, accelerated also. There is a separate ministry for skill development, skill creation for rural migrants and the urban poor. It should be inclusive growth. Our growth should always be inclusive. What is inclusive growth? The growth which shall include all sections of the society, people from all walks of life. That is inclusive growth. So that inclusive growth, we should not leave out our rural migrants and also urban poor. And we have to arrest the rural migration also. So they should not migrate to urban areas. How it is possible? Only through Make in India process. And fine-tuning the technology aspects through our innovative ideas. We have to bring in technologies from across the globe. And we should become global competitive. But at the same time, I think you would agree that sustainability should be maintained. We should be in consonance with environmental issues, correct? I think he has walked from Pondicherry to Ooty, Kotagiri for 550 kilometers. It was amazing, I come to know. And also from Oxford to Copenhagen. Oh. So it's amazing. Next one. What are the advantages at present the country is holding? We would be top 3 destination by 2020 in manufacturing sector after USA and China, correct. Then we will be one of the fast growing economies. The economic growth rate is pegged at 7.8% for this year. Different. That other slide will explain slightly. 7.6. So in World Bank report they have said 7.8. Then we have quality workforce, skillful workforce, and our manpower cost is low, and we have credible business houses to torchbear the entire journey. We have a very strong domestic consumer market. And also we have a very strong technical manpower. Engineering colleges are aplenty and also supported by management institutions. And we have a very well-regulated financial market in the Committee of Nations. So this is the growth rate projected by World Bank for 2016. World economy will grow at the rate of 2.9%. India will grow at the rate of 7.8%, but IMF projects 7.5%. If you take China, China will grow at 6.7% rate according to World Bank. IMF stipulates it to be 6.5%. Our neighbor, Bangladesh, will be growing at China's rate, 6.7%, and Pakistan will be growing at 5.5%. The South Asian economies are growing above 5% and above. Do you know how much percentage the US grows? Any idea? Any student? It's around 3%. I think 3.1 or 3. So in Make in India program, they have identified 25 sectors. These are the sectors. You can read through that. Automobiles, biotechnology, defense manufacturing, electronic systems, media and entertainment, pharmaceuticals, renewable energy, textile and garments, wellness, automobile components, chemicals, electrical machinery. They covered everything. Food processing, oil and gas, ports and shipping, space, thermal power, aviation, construction, leather, infotech and business process management, mining, railways, roads and highways, tourism and hospitality. So all these 25 sectors covering almost all the manufacturing areas have been covered in this Make in India campaign. The FDI policy was liberalized before the announcement of Make in India campaign. 49% FDI is now allowed in defense. It's 100% in rail infrastructure and 100% in medical equipment and 49% in insurance as well as in pension. Oh, sorry, I'm really sorry. Next one. It's very small letters. What are the achievements? People may ask, it's almost 1.5 years. What had happened? I think being a management student or international business student, you must be aware of all these things. India would be building up 6 submarines to the cost of 50,000 crore. They will be built in India. They will be made in India. So that is one important achievement. And there are certain companies, you can see the you can read through the examples. This cell phone maker Lava is shifting its base from China to India after the policy has been announced. They have branded 2 phones, Lava and Zolo. They will be spending about 500 crore in Tirupati. They will be 500 crore in Tirupati facility. They will be establishing a facility in Tirupati where they will be producing these phones. The target would be, you see, 5 million phones per month. They will be produced here and sold in the domestic market as well as they would be exported to international markets too. Then the Fiat Chrysler automobiles, they will be, they are a premium sports utility vehicle. They will be manufacturing a Jeep. They would be spending about 1,500 to 2,500 crore investment in the country. And China's Trina Solar, in the next few years, they will be setting up a facility here. Samsung to make a Z-on phone in Noida. I was collector of Noida also. I have gone to their factory, so I know that factory. So they will be now they will be introducing a new phone, Z-on phone, that will be made in India. Another mobile, you see, you are all college students must be using 2, 3, 4 mobiles, or only one, or none. None is never. None is pastime, huh? One. So you can think of Z1, one more Z1. Huh? So you can see a lot of mobile manufacturing companies are coming to the country to manufacture from here. Spice, another one is Microchip, and Jaguar to assemble cars in India, and Ford to invest this many crores, 5,000 crore in R&D from its Chennai facility. Airbus, they will be increasing its sourcing of aerospace parts from Indian companies to $2 billion in the next 5 years. Next. Hitachi to set up a plant in Chennai. Huawei to invest $170 million. Huawei is a China-based company. I think this R&D center is coming up in Bangalore. German defense, yes, Mr. Alexander is here. TKMS to participate in the Project 751 and ready to offer HDW Class 214 boat. This is for defense. Now another, this is US company, GE, would be supplying 1,000 diesel locomotives by investing more than 1,000 crore. And General Electric's multimodal manufacturing facility will be coming up near Pune. And you see the volume of business more than 100 crores, almost 100 crores. And Hyundai Heavy Industry and Gurgaon-based Sun Group, this is Gurgaon-based Sun Group, maybe manufacturing this defense helicopters in Punjab. Next. Swedish companies, these are the Swedish companies, Tetra Pak, Scania, Ericsson, you must be knowing, Volvo. They have committed to the Prime Minister himself that will be coming to India and make in India. Foxconn, whatever iPhone, how many of you use iPhones? iPhone 6, 5, 6S, 4, 3. Your teachers are sitting at the front. They can't see you if you raise your hands. So this iPhone manufacturer, one of the iPhone manufacturer, Foxconn, they will be setting up 10 to 12 facilities across the country. Let me stop or? No, okay. Time is there? I'll take another 5 minutes. I told 6, but it's. There is another Chinese telecom major corporation will be setting up a manufacturing facility in India, and the mobile handset maker Fihom, they will be also investing in India in the next 3 years. Mercedes-Benz will be in India through its luxury cars and luxury buses. Indian Railways, yes, they will be manufacturing 15 train sets. That means they will be doing about more than 300 coaches. Out of 300 coaches, 40 coaches will be imported, and rest, that is 275, 315, correct? 275 coaches will be manufactured in India itself, here itself, in our land. So that's a big boon. So that means that an investment of 2,500 crore will be coming to the country. And also the Ministry of Railways has signed formal agreements with Alstom and GE Transport, which is worth about 40,000 crore to set up locomotive manufacturing factories in Bihar. So another, again, back to mobiles, smartphones, the Xiaomi, that is also being manufactured by Foxconn. The company has launched a Made in India Redmi Note Prime smartphone. This smartphone also will be coming up. Micromax, you all know, the handset maker. So they will be investing more than 300 crores. And you see this, Prime Minister went to India, then it happened. Japan for the first time will import cars from India. And Maruti Suzuki will manufacture here. We will manufacture here and import to Japan. Export to Japan. Thanks for the correction. It's happening. Then German car maker Volkswagen, more than 700 crore. They will be investing. Next one, I think last one. Yes, Pondicherry facility, Puducherry. Acer is going to manufacture its newly launched smartphone Liquid Z350 and Z360s. If you have a chance, you can go and visit. I think Arul can make an arrangement for the students to visit, maybe in batches, if they allow, provided the rider is always there. And OnePlus, this is another handset company from China. They are also launching their phones in India. And another one, Gioni, they will be participating with Foxconn and Dixcon to invest more than 300 crores. German engineering company Siemens, you all must be familiar with you all. They will be investing about 7,400 crore in India, and they will be adding up 4,000 jobs under Make in India initiative. We require 100 million, that means 10 crore jobs by 2022. So these are all the initiatives. Alibaba backed Muse to manufacture smartphones in India. Alibaba must be very familiar with you all, correct? Then Foxconn looking to manufacture LED TVs, batteries, and other electronic products in India. Another one, mobile manufacturer Swipe to invest around 25 crore to set up a plant in Maharashtra. So let me come to the MSME sector. Am I correct? Am I correct about the definition? I'm okay? Okay, then micro enterprise is up to 25 lakh, small enterprise is between 25 and 5 crore, medium enterprise is between 5 and 10 crore. It is for the manufacturing sector. If you take up the service sector, it is slightly less. So this is the definition as per your act enacted in 2016. I think it has been amended to make it to raise the bar. So what is the advantage of MSME sector? I think your Vice Chancellor has clearly delineated in her speech. It is a driving economic force in the country. You see 10% growth rate in recent years. If economy grows at 7.8%, 7.6%, or this year 7.4%, if I am not wrong, this year we have grown how much at rate? 7.4? In 2015, I am asking. Okay. But this MSME sector is growing at 10%, more than the more than the normal, more than the average growth rate. You see, there are 46 million units across the country. MSME sector alone. More than 600 products, as of course VC Madam has told. Already, MSME sector is providing employment to 100 million people. And the GDP's contribution is 38%, a whooping 38%. And export share, 40% comes from MSME. I think you have selected the most apt topic for the seminar. What happened? Earlier, okay. And the manufacturing output share is 45%. So it is a very robust sector, and it can contribute to the Make in India campaign to a large extent. If it becomes success, if the MSME sector succeeds, then ultimately it will lead to the success of Make in India. So it is a mission. Make in India is a mission. We have to become #1 manufacturing destination that is the dream of all. And we have to set the global standards, we have to meet the global standards, and we have to create as many jobs as possible. Our target is 100 million by 2022. We should exceed that. And we should have productive and skilled employment, not employment for the sake of employment. It should be productive employment, and it should be a skillful employment. And we should not